Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're doing well. We're in the sixth month of the year 2024. And if you're new to my channel, I go by the name Sarah Ayuma, the All Nutritionist. I'm on YouTube. I'm also on TikTok. I'm on Facebook, and I'm on Instagram. Please support my channel by subscribing to it. Subscribe to it. Watch a video, like it, comment, share, share the knowledge. Today, I'm privileged to be in a very serene environment, and uh, and I want to talk about what knowing your worth means for an African woman. Number one, knowing your worth means that you are appreciated. It doesn't mean that you feel entitled at any given point in time. You should never feel entitled as an African woman. For example, if a man gives you a gift, for example, it's your birthday and a man sends you 5,000 Kenyan shillings and tells you to spoil yourself. You, having known your worth, will actually appreciate the fact that this man has sacrificed those 5,000 shillings just to make you, happy in some way. And if spoiling yourself then means that you're working within a budget of 50,000, then you can just take the 5,000 that you've received, appreciate it, tell him thank you for the sacrifice, and then go ahead and add the 45,000 and spoil yourself. Because I mean, this man would have decided to do anything else with his money. You're not the only thing or the only person that he is interacting with. Number two, knowing your worth as an African woman means that you know how to treat your in-laws, regardless of how much your man loves you. I think marriage is a family thing. It's not a one-person affair, because at the end of it all, when these people step their feet down, do you know you will not be accepted by this man eventually, even if they end up marrying you? So it is wise that you try and be friendly. I know that some in-laws are problematic and they always look for trouble even when you're trying to be nice, but be nice either way. Treat them like they are your own family. Treat your mother-in-law like she is your mom. Treat your sisters and brothers-in-laws like they are your brothers and sisters, because eventually you'll end up winning your partner's heart just by treating his people right. Number three, knowing your worth means that you know how to pray. Knowing your worth means that you know how to go to the sanctuary and just kneel and pray to your God and trust in Him and follow His precepts. A woman who is worldly cannot really say that they know their worth. Why am I even saying that? When you're worldly, you tend to waste yourself, and even the little worth that you might think you know is not necessarily a worth knowing. So, a woman who knows their worth knows their God too. They know how to pray, they know how to trust their God, they know how to take their problems and everything to their Father in a sanctuary. Number four, a woman who knows her worth knows how to manage her finances, okay? I think no man will want you as a life partner if you cannot even manage your finances, because that means that you'll end up eating all his money carelessly. So, women, if you know your worth, then you should know how to manage your finances. As a woman, you should know what to buy, what not to buy. You should know, these basic things. You should know how to save, because I'm sure you will not be happy if you got a man who doesn't have a saving culture. So you should know how to save, and you should know how to prioritize your purchases, and also give to the sanctuary, because if you don't acknowledge that it's God who gave you those finances, then it means you don't have anyone in authority that you're following, anyone in authority that you are listening to. So, knowing your worth means you can manage your finances properly, so that when you're getting married, then you're not only managing your finances, you're also managing your man's finances, or rather, you're helping him manage his finances. Another thing I will say is a woman who knows her worth uh, knows how to manage her house, knows how to keep her home, okay? In this, I mean that you'll not just leave things carelessly, regardless of how busy you are at work or how busy your schedule is. There are women who tell their husbands, see what tumeingia kwa nyumba saa hizi. If you know your worth as a woman, then you'll keep your environment serene, you will keep your environment clean, you will keep your environment inviting, and your environment will be smelling fresh, all right? So, even if your man is hands-on, like there are men who really like helping their women to do stuff. Even if your man is hands-on, I think it's your responsibility as a woman to know how to keep your home. He might help you here and there, okay, but also that man needs to know that he married, or he's in an interaction with a woman who can manage a home, all right? A woman who, when she enters into a place, then everything goes back to order. That does not give room to this man to be careless, but it just gives him the pride that he actually married a Proverbs 31 kind of a woman. I don't know why I'm associating Proverbs 31 with knowing your worth, but I think that Proverbs 31 kind of a woman knew her worth properly. There's really nothing much that she did not know. And then lastly, a woman who knows her worth knows that putting nutritious and healthy meals on the table is her responsibility. If you're an African woman and you know your worth, you know that putting food, healthy food on the table, food that is nutritious, is your responsibility. Even if you're married to a chef, anytime that your husband is in the kitchen, show him that you are actually in charge. Show him that you can help him. You know, there are these women who, imagine your in-laws have visited you and your husband is in the kitchen and you are just sitting there gisting with your in-laws, you know, like nothing is happening. When your husband is in the kitchen, even when you are just the two of you, even when you have visitors, it is your responsibility to go and join him in the kitchen and help him. Even if it just means serving the food, even if, you know, it doesn't matter, even if it's just cleaning the utensils, just go to the kitchen and join him and just do something as a woman in that kitchen. Don't let that, don't get into a habit of just sitting there when your man is in the kitchen, because putting healthy and nutritious food on the table is actually your responsibility as a woman. And last but not least, I just want to mention this. Please, ladies, let's learn to be accommodative. Let's also learn to be neat and clean. Let's also learn to pray and trust in God. Let's also learn to manage our finances. Let us learn to, what else have I mentioned here? Be good homekeepers. Don't just sit there and everything is a mess, even if you are Gen Z. Don't do that. Please learn to keep a home as a woman. Learn to manage the finances. Learn, learn to accommodate your in-laws and every friend. By the way, if you don't know how to accommodate these people, just start by pretending and pretend throughout, and keep yourself around people and company that supports visitors. And through that company, you learn how to accommodate people. Be friendly. Just be feminine. If you know your worth, I think you'll practice all these things, if not one of them. That's it from me. Stay tuned for my next video. I'm shooting this actually at Sarova Hotel, yeah, in Mombasa. God bless.